Okay, so explain what is happening out here today.
Hi, good morning. The traffic unit is doing a pedestrian safety operation.
And why is that? What's the purpose of this?
The purpose of this operation is to educate the drivers that are out here on the roads, particularly after COVID. There's more people on the road, schools reopening, and particularly the school crosswalks. We focus on those because of the vulnerable users.
And explain the operation and how it works and what happens.
So the operation works that we use plainclothes officers to act as just normal citizens that would be using the crosswalk. And they will enter the crosswalk, and if there is a violation, then a marked unit will go and do enforcement with that violator.
Now, how do you make sure that officers are giving drivers an appropriate amount of time to actually see them and stop?
So we set up our operations to give the benefit of the doubt to the driver. That we put a cone on either side of that crosswalk at a distance that's commensurate to the speed of that road, that allows the driver to recognize there's somebody in the crosswalk and come to a complete stop, and then we give them an additional amount of distance to make sure that our plainclothes officers are safe and that they have plenty of time.
And what do you see when you come out and do these operations typically?
I think it's surprising the amount of people that just absolutely fail to yield. I think that's the most surprising thing. That on average, we're probably around 100 violations per operation.
This is a big problem. Talk about what we've seen so far this year in West Valley City as far as accidents involving pedestrians.
So far this year, we've had 14, and that includes parking lots, streets, and even people hit in crosswalks. We didn't wait for the numbers to climb to do operations. We've been doing them all year long. It's something that we focus on. I think this is number 6 just this year.
But it definitely highlights a problem. If you were to say something to drivers about, just a preventative measure, if you were to say something to drivers, what would you say?
Kind of the basics. Slow down, pay attention, be courteous. Those things right there would help a lot.
Let's explain the rules for school crosswalks. School crosswalks, they're different. Explain that.
Yeah, school crosswalks are different because the pedestrian has the entire width of the road. From the time they step off, they have both lanes, all lanes, until they're all the way across the road.
So if you're a driver and you approach a school crosswalk with a pedestrian in it, explain what you should do.
Your obligation is to stop for that pedestrian, allow them to cross all the way across, completely out of the lane of travel before you go.